Everyone needs moments of peaceful solitude, but forced isolation is a different reality altogether. When someone is confined alone for long stretches, days, weeks, months, or even years, the effects can be severe and far-reaching. Early on, stress hormones rise sharply. As isolation continues, that stress becomes chronic because social interaction and purposeful activity, both essential for emotional stability, are suddenly gone. Without others to talk to or meaningful tasks to ground them, a person loses what psychologists call social reality testing, the ability to check their perceptions against the outside world. As this anchor slips away, identity and judgment begin to erode. Thoughts spiral, impulses take over, and the risk of depression, obsessions, suicidal thoughts, and even hallucinations increases. Over time, the brain's limbic system, which controls fear and stress, becomes hypersensitive, while the prefrontal cortex, responsible for rational thinking and self-control, may weaken. This imbalance pushes a person toward emotional instability, anxiety, bursts of anger, and irrational behavior. Isolation also affects physical health. People lose track of time, struggle to sleep, and often experience dizziness, headaches, heart palpitations, and overwhelming sensitivity to noise. Stress can disrupt digestion, leading to weight loss and poor appetite. Some try to cope by creating routines, exercising, reading, writing, but these efforts can only partially protect them. For these reasons, the United Nations and many experts classify prolonged solitary confinement as a form of torture. Yet, in many countries, especially the United States, it remains common. In 2019, over 120,000 prisoners spent 22 to 24 hours a day alone in cells the size of a small bathroom. Originally introduced in the 1700s by Quakers as a path to reflection, solitary confinement quickly drew criticism. Even Charles Dickens called it worse than any torture of the body. Despite this, its use surged in the 1980s as prison populations grew and authorities used isolation to maintain control, sometimes for minor, nonviolent behavior. Many who enter solitary already struggle with mental illness, and isolation only deepens their suffering. The damage often lasts long after release. People who have endured solitary confinement are far more likely to develop PTSD, experience personality changes, and struggle with anxiety, concentration, and reconnecting with others. Some states have begun limiting its use, but loopholes remain. Meanwhile, countries like Norway invest in humane, rehabilitative systems, spending more on education, work programs, and living conditions, and see far lower rates of reoffending. Their success shows that people heal and grow best, not in isolation, but together.